It is now no news that one of Africa's nation presidents, Robert Mugabe, is dead. Mugabe was an icon of liberation, a Pan-Africanist who dedicated his life to the emancipation and empowerment of Africans. News Agency of Nigeria is out in the streets of Abuja to source the views and opinion of people on this.
It's not good for Africa because he stayed too long and without ideas. He keep on repeating himself for almost how many years in power. So I think what we should learn from him is we should not be staying too long in governance. We should not stay too long. If you do your own, move out. Let somebody come with another different idea, and they should give the youths chance to come with their hot ideas that will move the country or the Africa forward. That's a bad option, because if he had done very well for Zimbabwe, I don't see him going to another country for treatment. That means in Zimbabwe they don't have good medical facilities, or the doctors are not ready to work for the people of Zimbabwe.
Thank you so much. Mugabe is a hero. They are the one that fight for Africa during apartheid time. So they should not be forgotten. They are hero. When you do good, let people know. It's just if you are ruling, sometimes you have issues. And that experienced man, he did well. So we should not forget his attitude and his goodness to his country. So our Africans are doing well, our leaders are doing well. But sometimes leadership is very hard.
Medical tourism, you see, the problem is that people we should stop going to abroad. We have very brilliant students, brilliant Nigerians, that they have, in fact, let me tell you what they are doing even abroad. Most of our people, when you go to abroad to learn medicine, when they learn that they are very intellectual, they hold them. After their course, then they will employ them there. They don't come back, even if the government employ them. So anybody, as a Nigerian government will sponsor, select some certain people who are very intellectual, gifted, take them to abroad, let them have the learning of the medicine. You understand? You bring them back to the country. You have to make sure you bring them back. You have to make sure that you spare some certain amount of money. What instrument do they have in abroad that we don't have in Nigeria? Try to bring that in. Then you select some people, go and train them. Even if you put it in Abuja as a unity of the country, make a big hospital, go to abroad, no matter how much is the instrument that you can use to operate somebody, Nigeria has the money to buy it and bring it down. Nigeria has the intellectual that they can go and train some of the citizens to come back to the country and do the operation or whatever things it is, better than even than the abroad.
The lesson from the Mugabe is simple. The only thing that we do is try to manage the resources we have. And is it because we are much? I don't know. Our nurses, our doctors, in fact, they are too hostile to us. That is why the big men or anybody that has money, he prefer to go to outside to even treat himself. When you go to outside, the accommodation they give to you is enough is even enough. Is it? Yes, even enough to get well. But yes.
And that is it from us. May the soul of former President Robert Mugabe rest in peace.